when Andrew Garfield, when that first Spider-Man movie that he did, The Amazing Spider-Man, it came out in 2012. It came out the same summer as the Avengers came out. So that's when the first talk of Spider-Man being in the cinematic universe, in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, in the same universe as Iron Man, Captain America, Thor. That's when talk of that first came out. And it's all Andrew Garfield. He's going to be the perfect Spider-Man would have been in these movies. But then they made The Amazing Spider-Man 2. That movie, and that was a bad movie. I'm not even going to try to sugarcoat that. I did not care for that at all. It was way too over the top. It wasn't as bad as Batman and Robin, as bad as the George Clooney Batman and Robin, but it's in that territory, I think. I did not care for The Amazing Spider-Man 2. And, it made money, of course, because it's Spider-Man. It's always going to make money, but I don't think they will look at that movie as a success. And so they reboot Spider-Man again. Andrew Garfield is out, and then Sony is basically, for all intents and purposes, not done with Spider-Man, but they realize that they don't know what to do with the characters. So that's when Marvel really pounced on them, and they finally worked out the deal, which I think probably is going to work out. Sony really got the better end of the deal, if you think about it, because they're going to get paid. Spider-Man's going to get his own, a new movie called Spider-Man Homecoming, which is going to be out in a couple years. Or I think it might even come out next year, I heard. They might be filming for that now, actually. That's going to drop pretty soon. I think on the back half of 2018. It's either 2017 or 2018 when Spider-Man Homecoming is going to drop. But they rebooted Spider-Man. It's not Andrew Garfield. They brought in Tom Holland to play Spider-Man. And that's big because Tom Holland is like 14, 15 years old, I think, in real life. So that's a perfect guy that they cast to play a younger version of Spider-Man. And, that's what he's going to be. He's going to be a young Spider-Man in this universe. And I'm really excited. He's popped up in the trailer. They didn't want to keep it a secret that Spider-Man was going to be in this movie. So they showed him in the trailer. They've shown him speaking a couple times in different spots. So, and from what I've heard from people that have seen this movie, or my friends overseas, or people that have gotten to preview the movie early, this is the best cinematic version of Spider-Man that there's ever been. Better than Andrew Garfield, better than Tobey Maguire, even in his good Spider-Man movies. This is really the best representation, this Tom Holland Spider-Man. So that's a pretty big deal, I think this guy, he's going to be a really good Peter Parker. And the reason why they cast him so young is because he's going to play Spider-Man for the foreseeable future. Probably the next 20 years, he's going to be Spider-Man in movies, in his own movies, in the Avengers movies, in other people's movies. He's going to be Spider-Man at least until they bring Miles Morales into the cinematic universe, which I think that's going to happen eventually. I think Miles Morales will end up being Spider-Man. If you don't know who Miles Morales is, read a comic book, people. But I'm not even going to go into that. This is supposed to be about Captain America anyway, and I'm talking about every other character but him. But Black Panther and Spider-Man are big deals. They're equal to Captain America in my book. So you got to discuss them, give them time. Not only are they casting Tom Holland as Peter Parker and as Spider-Man, but Marissa Tomei, who's going to be the new Aunt May, who's going to be Peter Parker's Aunt May, she's also in this movie. I don't know how much she's in it, but and let me say this because this was a whole big thing on my Facebook the other day when I posted about Marissa Tomei being Aunt May. A lot of people had stuff to say about it. A couple people did. I'm not gonna call out their names, but they had an issue, I guess, with Marissa Tomei being Aunt May because she's very she's in like her 40s, maybe her mid to late 40s, and she's very, very sexy. Marissa Tomei is a MILF. If you don't know what MILF is, look that up too. That should be very interesting. What pops up when you put MILF into Google. If you don't know what a MILF is, but Marissa Tomei is sexy as hell. Let's just say that. So a lot of people have problems with her playing Aunt May because they say Aunt May is supposed to be an elderly woman, and how dare Marissa Tomei play Aunt May? She's not Aunt May. Aunt May is elderly. Man, please, is all I have to say to that. This is a great that they cast Marissa Tomei as Aunt May. You know, they had the old lady in whatever her name is. I can't think of it right now. That played in the Tobey Maguire movies, and then they cast Sally Field in the Andrew Garfield Spider-Man movies. So obviously they weren't going to get one of them. I think that first lady I think she's passed away. But even if she is still alive, I could be wrong on that. I don't know. But obviously they weren't going to get Sally Field to play Aunt May in this movie. I guess they could have. I don't even know if she was approached. But I'm glad they cast a new Aunt May. I'm glad it's Marissa Tomei because she's such a great actress. I've been a fan of Marissa Tomei since way back in the day when she was on A Different World, way back in the day. And, then she did My Cousin Vinny and other movies she was in. She's great. And like I said, she's sexy. And why can't Aunt May be sexy? Why not? If Nick Fury can be black and Nick Fury can be Samuel L. Jackson, then why can't Aunt May be sexy? You know what I'm saying? Like, why not? Why? It's a new day. It's the MCU. They're doing it from scratch. They're doing it the way they want to do it. They can make Aunt May, and at least Aunt May is going to be in the movie. After those first two, after Amazing Spider-Man, pretty much killed the Spider-Man franchise off in my book. I'm glad that they're even going to have a movie with Aunt May in it. I'm glad she's in this. I'm glad she's going to be in that Spider-Man Homecoming movie. And Tony Stark, Robert Downey Jr. is going to be in Spider-Man Homecoming 2 also. News of that broke this week. He's going to have a part in that movie. So I wonder, is he going to hook up with Aunt May maybe? That would be great. I would be down for that. I don't think he's going to be with Pepper Potts forever, so I would be down with Tony Stark fucking Aunt May. Aunt May is fine. And I'm glad Aunt May is fine. Marissa Tomei is going to be great. That's all I got to say about that. But it's almost 8 o'clock in the morning, and I have a lot to do. So I'm going to wrap this up. This is Captain America's movie. He's got all these different Avengers and all these different superheroes, new and old, in this movie. This is really about Captain America. And I think you're going to see a lot of Chris Evans in this movie, and you should. It's his third movie. Like I said, this could be, for all intents and purposes, his last solo appearance as Captain America. So, I know he's going to be in Avengers Infinity War. By the way, they're calling that something else now. News of that broke yesterday. It's not going to be Avengers Infinity War Part 1 and 2. It's going to have both those movies are going to have new titles. That's very interesting. We're going to put a pin in that. I'm going to talk about that in a later podcast. But back to Captain America. Yeah, at first, because he played Johnny Storm, in those first two Fantastic Four movies, and I just didn't know if he had the acting chops to be Steve Rogers, to be Captain America. But now, after I saw that first Captain America movie, after I saw the first Avengers, I is Steve Rogers. It just like they made the comic book Steve Rogers come to life. He's Chris Evans. Chris Evans and Steve Rogers are one and the same. He's such a great actor. He's gonna do awesome. In this movie, just like I love that first. I'm one of the few people that love that first Captain America movie. A lot of people don't talk about that first one, but that movie really defines the character of Captain America more than than Winter Soldier did to me. Winter Soldier was just a good action movie, but that first Captain America movie had a lot of heart, and it's really all about what Captain America is. So if you can go back and watch that first movie, I say go back and watch Captain America 1 and 2. But that first movie does embody a lot of what Captain America stands for. And I thought they'd done a really good job at representing Captain America in all these movies, in the two Avengers movies, and those two Captain America movies, and I guess this is his fifth appearance. This is going to be his fifth appearance as Captain America, and based on what happens in the Civil War comic book, Marvel's Civil War, and based on how Batman v Superman ended, I kind of have a feeling Captain America might die at the end of this movie. That's not a spoiler. I haven't seen it. I haven't heard that Captain America dies. But that's just from, I know how the comic book ends. It ends with him getting shot in the back. And I know how Batman v Superman ended. I could totally see them killing Captain America off in this movie. I hope they don't do that. I don't want to see him die. I love Chris Evans. But I also can see this being the end for Chris Evans. I think he'll still come back and he'll be in that Avengers movie though. They'll bring him back some kind of way. But I don't know. I'm very nervous about how this will end up. I'm pretty sure he's not going to win against Iron Man's team. Pretty sure Team Iron Man is going to win. Just based off what's going on Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I'm pretty sure that the Superhero Registration Act is going to go into effect. So that would mean that Iron Man's team is going to win. So what does that mean for Captain America? Is he going to die the same way he did in the comic book? Or will he die another way? I don't know. I just think I'm very nervous for Captain America. I don't know how else to say it. But I'm really glad Chris Evans is Captain America, and I hope this isn't the last time we see him as Captain America. I'm pretty sure it's not going to be, even if he does die in the movie, I'm pretty sure he'll be back some kind of way. You got time travel and magic, and there's all different kinds of ways that he could come back. But, oh man. That's pretty much it. I'm just excited to see this movie. I'm going to go see it tonight. Now I don't even have 12 hours. It's 7:53, so I got a little bit under 11 hours to go, and I'll see this movie. I got something I got to do this morning and today that I'm really nervous about. It's a business thing I got to do. It has nothing to do with a professional thing. It's nothing in my personal life that I'm nervous about. But I'm really nervous about that, but I'm nervous, excited for this movie, for Captain America: Civil War, and I can't wait to see it. And that's all I really got to say. Thank you for listening. Please go share all my episodes, or go listen to all my episodes. They're on Spreaker. You can follow me on Spreaker. I'm going to go see this movie tonight, and then I'm going to probably record a review later on tonight, or tomorrow morning, or tomorrow afternoon, and I'll post that also. But yeah, I'm going to have a few different episodes drop this weekend. Look out for those, and that's it. Listen, like, and share. And I'll holler.